sorry for the sides of the desk that you can see. For some reason my camera is all zoomed out and I can't zoom it back in again. So you have the edges of the mess. I'm afraid of, sorry about that. That's annoying, but I don't know what to do. I've fiddled around with the camera, I've lowered it, and the weird thing is then when I film a video, it's then too far, it's like literally here. I don't know. I need to have a fiddle with it, but not right now. So anyway. Right, let's have a look. Who have we got? Hi Kerry, hi Nicole, hi Marianne, Deb, Vicky. Yeah, that's Cyclone. I really hope it doesn't hit you too hard. Obviously it's predicted to, but I'm hoping it won't. I hope it won't be too bad. Hi Sandra, yep, sunny, nice in Scunthorpe. Fabulous. It is, isn't it? I agree. Hi Nicole. So your surfing mates. Oh, okay. It was speaking to, okay, cool. Wow. Hi Beth. Hi Anne. Who else have we got? Hi Trinity. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm not quite sure. Hi Zanya. Hi Glenn. Hi everybody. Hi Joanne. Who else? Anybody else? I think that's probably it. So yeah, have to excuse the messes on my desk. I'm very sorry about that. Take a deep breath. Running around like a crazy woman. Right, so let's do our little whatever they're called, housekeeping bits. So this is a live stream. It will be chatty. If you're watching it back and you don't want to listen to the chat, then all you need to do is go and either skip forward through the bits you don't want to see, or you can wait till the edited version comes out, which will at some point, or you can come and join us because it's more fun. So yeah, big massive thank you to all my members. If you're not on here and you are a member, sorry I didn't have a chance to check and add you in, but if you want to become a member, please do. I've got Crafty Sprinkles, which is at the lowest tier, and then you've got bronze and silver, so come and join us, it's a lot of fun. Hi Jeanette, hi Marilyn, hi Natalie. Oh cool, nice, thank you Natalie. Yes, Martha Drop of Sunshine, I love her makes, she does some really nice makes, so that's wonderful. Yeah, so that is that. Let's just finish with my member so your name is up. What was I going to say? My brain's not working today, so just bear with. Okay, so then the other thing was also don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Members, I will be doing a live stream. I haven't forgotten. It's just trying to fit you in amongst life. Okay, so it will happen, but I'm not sure exactly when. If you've got versions, pictures of your own cards that you've made based off the tutorials I've done on the channel, then you can upload them onto my Pinterest board. I will, again, I've been not the best at approving people and checking it and whatever, and I will try and keep up with it. It's just, as I said, life's been lifing right now. I've also got a Reddit as well, and again, if you go on there and you've just joined, then I will have to approve you as a user, but it's fine, I can do that, it's not a problem. And then again, you can upload pictures of things you've made, and you can also send me requests on there, ask any questions on there, have a bit of a chat, maybe send, you know, put a picture of something you've seen that you'd like me to do or whatever. So that is that. Hi Louise. Yes, and also just don't forget, if you do shop at Creolese, you can get 5% off your order if you use my code IcedImages, and that's only till the end of this month for now. Hopefully it will be extended, but obviously that depends on how successful it is, so go over there and do that. Right, okay, so let me get my brain. Oh, and then also I'll put that code up as well in case if you shop at Craft Stash. Oh yeah, also at Craft Stash they've got that $5 sale, and that ends today, I believe. And those dies I had, let me show you. So some of these dies were in the $5 sale. So if you really like these dies, some of these, and some of them, they've got 30 ones, but they're slightly different, but they're still the big numbers. They've got slightly different stamps and stuff. So some of these were available in the $5 sale. And I think the 100 one as well, and the 91, I think they were all in the $5 sale. So go and have a look and see, because yeah, these are normally quite about £12 like that each. So if you can get them for £5, that's a bargain. And you've obviously seen how big they are. If you haven't seen that, then go and check my little video out. I've got a video where I go through all of these, but they're literally like this sort of size. So that, well, the 21 isn't, but the 30, for example, is like a big 3 and then a 0. They're massive. So yeah, so if you like these ones, go and check it out and use my code. Right, okie dokie. Let's have a look. So, as some of you will probably see, my new paper pad, this is now available on Amazon. Hooray! Hurrah! I'm so pleased it's now available on Amazon. It's also available as a digital kit on DRK Crafts, and it's also available on my Ko-fi as well. Now, I know for some of you, sometimes when you go, if you're doing it through DRK, you get charged quite a bit for the exchange rate. So let me know if that is also the case on Ko-fi, because I don't think it is, because with Ko-fi it uses PayPal, which I would think would be similar to if you did it on Etsy. It's just because Etsy charged so much, that's why I've kind of ditched them for new kits. But let me know, yeah, let me know. Hi Karen, hi Teresa. Oh, cool. Right, so Teresa, what I do, and I've done it with this one already, so I've already cut these out. So what I do is, let me quickly grab one that I haven't done, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is one that will be coming out soon. This is a Mum's the Word one. So what I do is I open it up, I come past the first page like that, and then I crink it right back so you're right up against the edge. I then take a cutting mat, put that on there like that, grab a metal ruler, grab a Stanley knife, and I put this right up against the edge like that, and then I press down and I run it all the way down, and I do it a few times, and then I take out the ones I've done, put it back on again, do it a few more times, take out one I've done, and then when you get near the bottom, what I would do is find your last page, bend that back like that, and get both of the pages out of the way, the cover out of the way, and then you can carry on slicing through until you've sliced them all, and then you end up with a pack and they're all free to go, and you haven't damaged your cover. And the only one that is still attached is the front page, and then you can just cut that out with scissors. This one tends to be a tiny bit smaller, but that's why I did that as 8.5, because then you can still get an 8x8 paper out of it. So yeah, so that's what I do with the pads to get them out. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, hope that helps. Who else have we got? Creative products are great qualities. Yeah, dyes are great. They are good. Hi Anne. Oh, hello Anne in Norway. Whereabouts in Norway are you? I'm coming to Norway in the summer to see the fjords, and I can't wait. Hopefully it's going to be very good. Very good. Okay, so the card we are doing today is one that I saw Maria's Crafting Corner do. Now, let me just quickly, I think you guys have seen these papers, haven't you? I'll do a quick flick anyway, just so you can kind of see. That's roughly, and then the A4 is the same. So, yeah, it's one that I saw Maria's Crafting Corner do. Now, she'd done it, but she said the original was Cards by Renata. But when I went over to Cards by Renata's channel, I didn't see her version of it, so I'm not sure what happened there. But anyway, I'm doing a 5x7. The one that Maria's Crafting Corner did was a A2 size, I believe. Sorry about the camera, I don't know what's going on with my camera at the moment. If it starts zooming in and out like that, I don't know. I'm going to have a fiddle with it after. So you've got the front cover. I've just kept it quite simple. I'm probably going to add a bit more onto it, but it's a bit plain. But then when you open it up, you have this pop-up, triangular pop-up bit on it. And so it just opens up like that. So it's quite cool. You've got quite a lot of depth there. And then on the back, you've got space to write. There's my white card. I just need to stamp it and put it on. But yeah, so that is the card that we are doing today. So it's quite a cool one, and there's lots of different scopes. So I thought we'd go obviously donuts this week. So that's what we're going to do. Now, if you wanted to, you could make this bit the base card, but I thought I would go with the matte colour because then it kind of works. So I've actually just changed my pieces that I cut out, because I did originally cut out the base card for this piece. And if you want to do an A5, so Jeanette, I know you're going to ask me, what do you do for an A5? I would keep this the same, because a 5x7 is not that much dissimilar to an A5. Obviously it's bigger in the height by 1.25 inches, but this would still sit quite nicely in there. So I would say keep this. It's going to obviously be smaller in the card, but I reckon that will still work. So yeah, that's what I would say. So I would say keep the one we do now, just do it in an A5. I think that will probably work. I'm going to try and work out a 6x6 version, and maybe other sizes, but probably, yeah, I would say pretty much a 6x6 will definitely be on the cards. So yeah, the other thing I would say is as we go through, when you're cutting out the pattern pieces here, you kind of need to make yourself a template. So if you make yourself a template of this section here, and we'll do it in a minute, and then you can easily make yourself then a pattern template, which you can then cut your pattern pieces out on, and it just makes it a bit easier. So for this card, so this is called a triangular pop-up card. So for this card, you are going to need, hi Liz, you are going to need, oh hi Yvette as well. Right, let's find my bits and bobs, get them out. Put everything in here, but it's a case of getting them all out. And they all want to stick. Come on. Can we not? Can we not all stick together, please? Let me just come out. Thanks. Right. Okay. Oh, and now it wants to stick to the bottom of the thing as well. Right. It's been one of those mornings today, hence why I was running a little bit late. So, hi Liz. Okay. So let's put these to one side. Let's put these to one side. I think, oh no, I have cut out my other piece, that's good. Okay, so that bit I don't need. So that can go over there. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I thought that as well. That's why I was like, oh, actually, and I've had it on my to-do list to do, for quite a while, but I just haven't got around to it. So, yeah. Right, so first of all, you're going to need a 5x7 card blank. So I've got this one, which is just 5x7. Obviously, if you don't have a 5x7, you just need a piece that's 7x10 inches, and along the 10-inch edge, you're going to score at 5 inches, and then fold it in half, which will give you a 5x7 card blank. Excuse if you can hear a cat meowing outside the door. That is my little cat, and she has been mewing outside the door constantly all morning, doing my head in. So just ignore her. I have given her food. She's been fed like 3 times already, so it's not that she's hungry. She's just a whingy whiskers. Yes, you are a whingy whiskers. Okay, so then So then you're going to need 3 pieces of mat that, in fact, you're going to need 4 pieces of mat that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then you're going to need 3 pieces of pattern that are 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. You also need 1 white piece that's 4.5 by 6.5. Louise, when does your time change occur? The US is going back an hour this weekend. Okay, so yeah, it's the last, that's right, it's the last weekend in March is when our clocks spring forward. So we lose an hour. Boo-hoo. Don't like losing an hour. So let's stick these down on here. That cat, honestly. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Can you hear her? Hopefully you can't. Yeah, I think it is just the UK, isn't it? Not Europe. I wish we did gain an hour, because I could do with the extra hour sleep. But you never end up actually getting it, do you? When you actually have it, you end up not, you know, you just do other things, don't you? So, oh goodness, this cat. So she's really annoying me all morning. She's been outside the door crying, and I kept pop out every now and then feeding her and whatever, but she's still crying. And there were 2 other people in the house earlier, and they could have done something about her, but nope, they ignored her. Oh, you go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead now. Yeah, Yes, I can hear you, Popsy, I can hear you. Right. So I'm missing a mat. I still need another mat piece, and I'll cut that out in a minute. So that is that. So I've got these two for the inside and this one for the front. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. You're better off if you can do this first and stick these down before you start sticking your inside piece in, because your inside piece can be a bit chunky. Also, I would say whatever you use for your inside folded piece, your pop-up bit, make sure it's not too thick, because if it's too thick, it's just going to make it super chunky. Let's just turn this around. There isn't really a right way up as such, but I'm going to turn it around. Okay, so that's that one. Let's open it up, stick these in. I was thinking it would have been nice if I'd have done it properly so you'd had like a chevron, but I would have had to, yeah, it would have been a bit tricky. I could have done it if I'd have thought about it, but anyway, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. I was away at the weekend, so it's all been a bit busy. I mean, all of my lives are scheduled. Oh, great, I've just gone and got glue on the top of that card. All of my lives are scheduled, so hopefully it'll tell you in your time zone what, you know, when it is in relation. You remember dialing the clock wrong way once, long ago. Hubs went to work, called home. I'll be home early. Oh, it was 7, not 9. Oh no, it's easily done. It's very easily done. I remember one year, the clocks went forward. It was Saturday, you know, and then on the Sunday we were getting ready to go to church, but we hadn't. This is like years ago now. This is before your phone did it automatically. And so we ended up getting there an hour early. I was like, oh, for goodness sake, I could have done with that extra hour's sleep. So annoying. The clock on my oven is still in the forward times. It's an hour forward, which does confuse me, but I just thought, I saw it recently and thought there's no point me changing that because we're literally going to be going to that time very soon. Right, let me quickly cut out one more piece. I was away at the weekend, so hence my disorganisation today. Let me cut out one more piece of mat that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. What does that measure? Is that already 6 3/4? Oh, near enough. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. There we go. Don't fall off. Oh gosh. You know when everything's just a bit of a shambles? I'm having one of those kind of days today. Everything is a bit of a shambles. Oh. And yesterday was a busy old day. I would have got stuff done then, but it ended up not being so. Right, let's stick this one down. And I will need to stamp this as well. This is my white piece for my greeting. Let's have a look. What we got? Driving in a country with several different time zones. Yes, I don't think I could be. I don't think I could cope with that. To be fair, I struggle anyway with time zones. Daylight saving and 2 non-daylight saving states. Oh my days! This is when emails are better, isn't it? Because you can just do whatever. Hi, Linda. At least you had a good laugh. Yeah. Last time we did that though. Right. You can't hear me, Karen. You can't hear me. Everyone else can hear me, I presume. Can everyone else hear me? Can everyone else hear me? If it's just you, Karen, it might just be because your volume's down, maybe, or your speaker's muted. It might be your speaker's muted. I'm going to do a time to celebrate. It's your birthday. I certainly don't want another no audio live stream like we had that time, because that was a whole other deal, that was. Right, let's just quickly stamp this and then get this in. Okay, everyone else can hear me, that's good. You have sound, Karen. Yep, cool. Ah, good. Good, good, good. I'm glad everybody else can hear me. Hopefully, you guys who couldn't hear me again. Karen Reeves, hopefully you can sort out your speaker. Otherwise you can't hear me, can you, sir? I'm just talking to myself. Talking to everybody else who can hear me. Oh dear, you can hear me. You meant the cat. Oh, you can't hear the cat. Good, I'm glad you can't hear the cat. That's good. I thought you meant me. I was like, what? Oh, good, I'm glad you can't. She's racing around now. I can hear her. She's literally running around the hallway like a crazy. She's got the zoomies now. So, I don't know. She's a bit of an odd one, that cat. She really is an odd one. She's going to be 3 this year, but she acts like she's still a kitten. But she's just crazy. Even when I took her to the vet was like, she's crazy. And I was like, yep, she is. She is indeed. The fact that you think she's crazy and you're a vet. I don't know what she's chasing, but she's sliding up and down on the hallway carpet, on the rug, on the laminate floor. I don't know what she's chasing. I hope she's behaving herself. She likes chewing things as well. Like if you don't give her attention, she'll chew through things. She'll chew through cables, wires, laces, you name it, she'll chew it. And it's very annoying. She kind of needs to be in a house with another cat her age that she can play with. That's what she needs. But our other cat is not interested at all in playing with her. Because our other cat is going to be, what, 7 this year? And she's not interested. She's like, nope, sorry, I don't want to play with you. You are crazy. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I wish you weren't even in this house. So it makes it a bit tricky. Right, so that's your front door. Well, all your thingy-bob layers sorted. I'm hoping you can see this because this is looking very dark on the screen. I'm also very sorry, as I said, that my camera keeps doing the zoom in, zoom out thing. I don't know what to do about it. I've no idea. It's just doing its own thing right about now. Okay. Yvette. You had one 18.5 ran around like a banshee. Yeah, I know, they're crazy, aren't they? Don't worry, Karen, it's fine. Right, so on your, you need a piece. I haven't told you what size it is, have I yet? I told you my brain was everywhere. So you need a piece that is either your base card or that is the same colour as your matte card. I think I'm preferring the matte version because you don't really want to be doing mattes and layers on this centre section because it's going to make it too bulky. Thankfully, these papers are only 100 GSM, so that means that they're perfect for this kind of card because you're not going to have too much bulk. But whatever you choose, matte or base, it needs to be not too thick. This is probably about a 200, maybe a 210, and it's 6.5 by 9.5. And along the 9.5 edge, you're going to score it halfway at 4 3/4. Okay, now that is all I'm going to use my scoreboard for, but I do need to use a cork board, which I thought was down here. And now I'm realising it's underneath my laptop, so that's helpful. Let's grab it without clicking things we don't want to click on. Okay. When you don't move, it's not an issue, but that's rather boring. Your cat and camera both have the zoomies. They really do. They're both not behaving themselves. Barbie, you've got 6 cats in the house, and about 4 in the morning, it sounds like a herd of horses. I know, you know what? Popsy sounds like that's the little one. She sounds like a herd of horses. When she runs, you just hear her galloping down the hallway. She literally sounds like a horse. So funny. But yeah, I'd imagine with 6, my goodness, that would be interesting. But I don't know if you can see that halfway line. So then what you want to do, get your pencil, get your ruler. And along the top, you are going to mark at 2 inches. Now you won't be able to see these marks, so just, yeah. And also at 7.5. All of these measurements, they will be in the description, but I didn't have time to do it before going live because of the cameras and cats and everything else. So they will all be in there, but at the moment they're not. I will try and write these measurements in, but it's difficult because of where they all are. So I may well not. I might just put the size of the the card in. Okay, so then what we want to do is bring your ruler down to the bottom, and at the bottom you're only going to mark at 3 3/4 and at 5 3/4. Okay, and then we're going to turn it this way. So I'm going to turn it so my top is on the left, and you want to mark down the side at 1 5/8, 1 5/8, and at 4. And then what I would do is leave it like that, slide your ruler to the bottom and do the same marks. If you turn it round, you could end up with a problem because your measurements might be slightly off, or you know, if one's slightly different or whatever. And then bring your ruler to the middle, and you're going to mark at 4 inches and at 5 1/2 down the score line. Okay, let's turn it back up so the top's at the top. Whew. Getting old school writing slate vibes. Yes, there you go. Right, so we're going to start with this one, which is the 7 1/2 inch mark, and we're going to score from there to the 1 5/8 inch mark on the side. So we're just going to score like that. Then if we bring it down, the next one is the centre score line, which is your 4 3/4. You're going to score from there to your 4 inch mark. Okay, like that. Then you're going to come down to your 4 inch along the centre score line mark, and you're going to score from there to the bottom right hand corner. And then you're going to come to your 5 1/2 inch mark, and you're going to score from there to your 5 3/4 inch mark on the bottom edge, like that. So if I turn that slightly, you can sort of see, can you see those lines? And they're not all, this one is kind of like level, this isn't, that's a bigger gap than that is, which is fine. Okay, and then we're going to repeat all of this on the other side. So I'm going to spin it so it's this way, so it's like my ruler. So you're scoring from your 2 inch mark at the top down to your 1 5/8 inch mark on the side. She says try not to get her words in a muddle. Then you're scoring from the middle line to the 4 inch line on the edge. So middle line to the 4 inch line. Now I made these up because, as I said, Maria did hers as a A2 size card. So I just had to make up my own measurements. So these probably aren't completely right, but it works, so it's fine. Then you're going to score from your 4 inch mark to the bottom left hand corner, which is now the top left hand corner because I've turned it around. So we're scoring down to there. And then you want to score from your 5 1/2 inch crease line mark, 1/2 inch mark, to the bottom of your card on the 3 3/4 inch mark. Like that. So you should end up with that. So hopefully you can see that. I'm turning it so it's up against the light so you can see all your score lines. Oh, that was better. There we go. You can kind of see it. Okay, so that's all your score lines. So then what you want to do is down the centre, I'm going to fold it. Now, we'll need to fold both ways, but I'm just going to fold it outwards like a mountain to start with. So if you've got a single-sided mat card or whatever card you're using, then just make sure that whatever side you want is facing you. This will need to go both ways, as I said, but just for now we're going to do it that way, and then we'll go that way. The top one here is a valley, as is this one. So let's just valley that. So valley that one and valley that one, like that. Okay, this camera zooming in and zooming out is annoying. Then this is going to be a mountain, like this. And the same here. There we go. There's your mountain. These are going to be valleys. So what you want to do here is just kind of crease them a little bit. You kind of get them like that, and then try and get the other one. And then when they're kind of both behaving themselves, you can kind of fold it down in half. Now it might want to fight you because your score lines might not be completely even. So if he wants to fight you, just make sure it's lined up along this edge, it's not skewing off, and then really show it who's boss. And then you've got this little bit in the middle, which you can cut off if you want to, but I kind of kept it because it's nice for sticking things on. So you're just they're going to be mounting folds. So you can do that, and again with this, just fold it in and then just burnish it on the inside like that. And when you open it up, you have your inside piece all done. Don't worry, Chinty. Yes, you can watch later. Have a good day. Hope it all goes well. Trudy, even. There we go. Trudy. Cool. Right, so there we go. That's that piece done. So now we need to cut out the pattern papers. Now, obviously, these are angles. Yeah, you know me and angles. So what I've done is I have made myself a piece of card. So this is a piece of card. Basically what I did was I cut out the exact same, I basically cut out this, which is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 by 6.5. So I cut myself out a piece of scrap card that's 4 3/4 by 6.5. I did all the measurements on that one side. So I did it at, so if you go on this side, for example, so I scored, I made a little note and mark at 2 inches, and then down the side at 1 5/8, down the side at 4, and then down this side, because obviously bear in mind it's going to look like that. So imagine that's just one sheet of card, like that. And I did these score lines on a piece of card, okay? And then what I did was I just cut out this and this. So that gave me this, which is exactly the same size as that panel, and this, which is exactly the same size as that panel. Now, this is dark on brown, which doesn't help, but can you see it's completely the same size, okay? So then, with those two being like that, I then got another piece of scrap paper, I mean you can use card, and I literally drew round this and drew round this, and then with a ruler I just brought it in slightly, like a whatever, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and then I've made my own template. So then this, if you look, fits really nicely on there, and this fits really nicely on there. Okay, so I've literally cut round my black one and then brought the lines in slightly. And then that means that you've then got 2 templates which you can then use for pattern paper, which when I did the Dragonfly Dreams worked out really well, because obviously if you've got like an anyway up paper, you can just put it on the back, obviously make sure it's the right way around, and tessellate it, and make sure you do 1 and 1. That's why I've written on right hand side and left hand side. So obviously if you're putting that on your pattern paper, just make sure, if you're putting it on the back, as we will be doing, that you're, you know, bearing that in mind. So I have cut out 2 pieces of pattern paper that are 4.5, and then I've just left the length. The length is like too long, it's 8, but that's fine. And I'm going to use these 2 orange patterns to then sort out my pattern. But what will happen, in fact, let's just do this. So this can go down here like that. So I'm only going to lose that bit there. This bit would automatically fit on top. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a, oh, it's a little bit too small, my pattern, but it's fine, because once you've cut out, you know, because this line should be the same. So you should be able to go from that corner up to there, and then do it that way. And it just works out, it's just easier. Do you know what I mean? It just works out easier. So I'm going to put this on here, and don't forget to do 2 opposites. So yeah, so this is going to be, this piece of paper that I've cut is slightly too small, but I'm going to go ahead anyway, and you know, we'll probably end up with it not quite fitting, but whatever, it's fine. So I'm going to draw around this and draw around this. So that's that one, and then I'm going to bring this one in, which will fit in here. I'm going to shimmy it up to that line, and then I'm going to draw along here. Ooh. Okay, so I've drawn my lines in. I'm going to get my other piece of paper, pattern to pattern, like that, and I'm going to cut the two together because I'm daring like that. I am. So we're going to cut along here like that, and then I'm going to cut this bottom section off first because this is a tiny bit. It doesn't actually line up along the bottom. I'm sure if you know when you do it, you could probably get it to line up. Just bear in mind that when you're cutting this, because you're cutting on the pencil lines are fractionally bigger than the piece you've actually, your template. Okay, just bear that in mind. So we're going to cut up here like this. Ooh. Try and make it as even as possible. Okay, so that's that bit, and then we just need to cut along here, and hopefully it should more or less fit. It's not going to be perfect. If you want it to be perfect, you can do what we did last week with the octagonal one and actually lay your pattern paper down and then do the ruler thing. That's an option. But yeah, but at least now, so let me just get rid of, and I would definitely use an anyway up pattern for your first card, because then you haven't got to be trying to work out in your brain how it all works. Okay, so then bring this back in again. If we fold this out flat, this one should fit in here like that, which it pretty much does. I'm missing a little bit at the corner there, but it doesn't matter. This side on here like this, and then the shelf section is going to go here and here. Okay, so then I can go ahead and stick that down. You don't have to worry about these. You can stick something on these if you want, or you can just cut it out, or you can just leave it, because that's the bit where I've actually stuck my butterflies on, so you don't really get to see it. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick these pieces on. Hi Annie. Don't worry, I was a little bit late coming on anyway, because I also am half conscious. Half awake. It's been a busy one. I was away at the weekend. I was out last night. Got half a brain cell and a lot going on. So yeah, I understand. My lines aren't too bad. Hi Cindy. You overslept this one. See, it's something in the air, isn't it? We're all kind of struggling, aren't we, really? When my alarm went off, I thought, goodness me, is really, it's time to get up now. I'm half asleep. I was still in the middle of a very involved dream when my alarm went off. So, I didn't really want to get up, but... Okay, so that border there isn't quite even. I could probably, if I could probably make that a bit more even, but by the time you get all donuts and stuff on it, it's not, it's really not even, but anyway. It's more to do with how I've stuck it in than anything. Once we start putting donuts on it and birthday greetings and the rest of it, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's also partly because it's such a dark chocolate card, I can't really see the score lines that well, so I'm sort of having to kind of guess where things are going. But anyway. Right. Stick this one on. My phone's going off. Hopefully it's not an emergency. Don't think so. Right, so let's fold it up. Feels a bit like a paper aeroplane. So that's that. So then if we bring our card back in, I probably would do best to stick my front decorations down first before I go ahead and stick the inside bit in, just because as I said, it makes it quite chunky. So I'm going to use this, I've already cut out my Happy Cake Day. I put it on on the matte card, and I probably should have done it on white, because it doesn't really stand out. But then once you get things behind it, I mean, it'll just have to do for now because I'm not going to cut it out again. But yeah, really, I probably should have done that. So what I was thinking was having a couple of donuts behind, maybe a stack at the bottom here, I think. And it's actually, in the UK, it's Pancake Day today. So the timing of this was quite cool. I know it's pancakes, donuts, different things, but they're still, you know, sweet treats. So there you go. So yeah, anybody in the UK, happy Pancake Day if you celebrate it. Shrove Tuesday, that's what day it is today. I suppose I probably will be making pancakes later. It was always a thing that we did as kids. We always ended up having, Mum would, you know, make loads of pancakes and we'd have them with syrup and lemon. What's your favourite pancake topping? Let me know in the chat. And do you have pancakes? You probably don't celebrate Pancake Day unless you're in the UK, I would think. Unless you have some, you know, other reason for celebrating. Sweet Pea, just finished making a 60th birthday card and be baking chocolate chip cookies. Meeting up for lunch. That sounds nice. Chocolate chip cookies sound good. But yeah, do you celebrate Pancake Day, Shrove Tuesday? Will you be making pancakes tonight? What's your favourite topping? I know some people have some really weird toppings. What's your favourite one? Let's do a big donut at the top. So I've already stuck these onto card to make them a bit more sturdy. Natalie, just making your pancakes while watching me. Ah, cool. I actually went out today and bought some eggs because I've suddenly realised we didn't have any. So I'm planning to have some pancakes, probably after this actually. I offered pancakes for sweets after dinner tonight. Nobody wanted any. You know, it's weird, isn't it, Nicole? Like in my family, my husband eats pancakes, but they have to be American ones with baking powder, like all fluffy ones. I don't particularly, they're not my favourite. I prefer, I've got like a pancake recipe which is normal, kind of like, I don't know, I suppose like British pancakes, like normal pancake, a bit flat. And my son, he used to like prefer my pancakes, but now he prefers pancake mix. So everybody wants a different kind of pancake. So I'm just like, you know what, you guys are gonna have to cut your own, make your own, because I can't be making lots of different types of pancake. I'm sorry, that's not happening. That is not happening. Right, the centre of that I would like to cut out, but I think what I'm going to have to do is punch it out and then go in with a pair of scissors, which I don't really... if I had a small enough circle, I probably would have a small enough... I wonder if I've got a small enough circle die for that. Because that would be better, I feel. That would be better. Right, what else we got? Pancake with apple and sugar. Oh, I've not had that, and that sounds nice. Your favourite pancakes are Swedish pancakes. Oh, that sounds nice as well. Maple syrup, yeah. You didn't know about Pancake Day. You just had an egg. That is part of pancakes. That's true. All you've got to do now is eat the flour and the whatever else goes in it, milk that goes in it. Pancake with French cheese and walnuts. Now, that's not a topping I've heard of. That sounds quite nice. Strawberries and cream, yeah, that sounds good. Hi, Sally. Your Polish friend, is that Patricia? Bought donuts in last Thursday because it was Fat Thursday. Oh, I like Fat Thursday. That sounds like a good idea. I like the idea of Fat Thursday. Oh, every day's a fat... It should be Fat Friday, shouldn't it? You love buckwheat pancakes. Oh... I don't think I've had buckwheat pancakes. The only thing better than maple syrup on pancakes, ice cream, maple syrup. Oh yes, lemon and golden syrup. Yes, that's me. That's me too, Natalie. That's me. That is also what I go for. 100%. I'm just looking through my circles to find a little circle. Oh no, my little circle's not small enough. Oh no! I thought I had a little circle that was really little because I'd never use it, but it turns out it's not little enough. And the other little one I've got, which is like a cog. Oh, I've got that one, but that's too... Oh, no. I was going to say it's too little, but actually, no, it might not be. Sorry about my phone keep going off. I think we'll go with that one. Let me put my phone on mute. It's just in case I have calls from people. That's why I have to have it on. Nutella. Okay, cool. Nice. Ali, it's like our show of Tuesday, but instead they celebrate it on Thursday. It sounds good to me. Liz, lemon and golden syrup sounds good. You've never had that? Oh, it's wonderful. Lemon and golden syrup is the one. I know when I was growing up, it used. I think my dad used to have sugar and syrup. Someone used to have sugar and syrup, but no, for me, golden syrup. Golden syrup and lemon. Yummy, yum, yum. That's the one for me. I have started making, and I was having them for breakfast, using the porridge oats, little porridge oat things you make porridge with, the little sachets. Using those, the golden syrup ones, and then just beating in, so per sachet you'd use 1 egg, and then just a little splash of milk, and then mix it all together, and then fry it, and that makes quite a nice, like an oaty pancake, but it's really filling, and I quite like those, if I'm honest. Right, now I appreciate this is a very busy front for a card. Probably could have done with a different paper, but anyway, whatever. It is what it is. I would like to heat emboss these so they are clear, because I feel like they need a bit of shine, a bit of shimmer or something. So let me just grab my heat embossing stuff, because I feel like that will make them pop out a bit more if we do that. So let's do that. Hopefully me sticking them onto card is not going to warp them or anything. We will soon find out. That's my clear. So yeah. Is it lemon curd? No, not lemon curd, just lemon juice. Jif lemon. Always Jif. Although these days I use an own brand, so I use whatever brand's going. Your mum used to have butter and sugar. Oh, now see, that sounds nice. I could go for butter and sugar. That does sound nice. And it's like Scotch pancakes as well. They're a bit different again, aren't they? Scotch pancakes are kind of slightly different again. And again, on a Scotch pancake, I would just have butter. And now probably sugar, now you've said that. But butter on a Scotch pancake, yum, yum. Jif lemon or fresh lemon? Yes, that's, yeah. Butter and sugar. Oh, yeah. You know what else? My packing tape. Oh, packing tape on these? I don't know if I dare. I have got packing tape. I just worry because it's thick stuff, when you pull it, you end up with kind of lines on it, and I don't want to end up with a line on it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to heat emboss. We're hoping for the best. We're hoping for the best. See, I could use UTE. If I had more, like if I was doing this at home by myself, then I would probably go with glossy accents or something like that. The other thing is that they do tend to warp sometimes, so yes, ma'am. Oh, let's turn this over. There we go. Oh, I've got a bit of a gap there. There's a bit there that hasn't got anything on it. There we go. That'll do. Now, what was the little trick we had last time? We had a little trick last time with holding it and doing it, heating it. What was the trick? Can anybody remember? Oh, sticky note, wasn't it? It was a sticky note. I think that was the little trick. Let me grab a little sticky note. Where are my sticky notes? Where have they gone? One of those days today, everybody. Here they are. Here we go. The only thing is it does tend to melt the glue on the thing, but anyway, on the whatever it's called. I've got a little bit of a thing there. Right, I am going to put it onto a board. Like that. I'm going to heat it from the top. I'd normally heat it from underneath. I'm going to heat it from the top. I'm going to have to, oh no, hold it from here. come out right. It's a bit wrinkly, but I don't mind the wrinkles because of the fact it's a donut. Let's do that corner. I missed that corner. Oh, overheated that a tiny bit, but anyway. Yep, that looks better. That's cool. I'm happy with that. Let's do this one. It actually makes the colours pop a little bit more as well, which is quite nice. So let's do this one as well. Peel. And then glue. That's not glue. Ink that side. You can tell I don't do this very often, can't you? Nice and shiny. Where's me little, there it is. Me little what's it? Here it is. Okay, let's cover it in. Before we cover it in thingy, let's stick the thing on first, shall we? That would be wise, wouldn't it? I think so. Okay, there we go. And you could actually even go glitter if you wanted to. There we go. That is that. Put that on there. Use the old bit of paper for that. And then let's heat. Let's move that one out of the way. Right, here we go again. The colours are way more vibrant, they really are. Goes. Any bits I've missed? Nope. Oh, around that bottom bit. I haven't missed it, but I think it needs a tiny bit more on that bottom edge. There we go. That's the one. Cool. Happy days. I have to be careful because otherwise this plastic surface I've got on my desk starts to warp if it gets too much heat. Right, where's my card? Here it is. I don't think I'm going to do the happy cake day there. I think I'm just going to keep it to the donut at the back, like that, and the stack of donuts at the front. I feel like the happy cake, this could do with being thingy bob, but I'm not going to. Right, let's put some silicone glue on because I'm going to need all different heights. And if I start using pads, which I would prefer to, oh actually no, I need to do this after then, don't I? I'm going to have to do this after, stick this bit after, because I'm using silicone glue. I've got to wait for it to dry and then I'm not going to be able to stick the inside in. So let's put that to one side then. Right, let's stick the inside in. So on the inside here, we are going to grab this and I'm going to fold it up and fold these little wings in, and then you want to put glue on these triangles here. I'm going to do one triangle at a time just because it's kind of easier. So I'm going to do this side first. So on this little triangle flap you've got here, wet glue is definitely more advisable than red tape. I'm going to turn this over and you want to line this up with the halfway line, and then I would say you kind of want to put it so that you don't want it to go over the top of your mat. You can if you want to. You could have this point coming right to the bottom if you wanted to. Have it a bit further down. I might try that actually, about there. Okay, and then I'm just going to close that on it just so that we know for definite it shuts properly. And also when you open it, you do end up with a bit of a, it does tend to shimmy a little bit. And then once you've done that side, you can then go ahead and glue this bit here. Ooh, making sure it doesn't pop out and stick itself somewhere else. Right, like that. Fold that down and then stick that on like that. Just wait for that. I love my hearing. Let's put some cynical glue. Yes. Well, you know, I think cynical glue could be, I think we should invent something that's cynical glue, because that would be right up my street. My hearing does the same thing, don't worry. Okay, so when you open it up, there is your pop-out panel, and you don't really see, so those triangle pieces at the back, you don't, oh, it's moved. Mine has moved. Let's try again. Decided not to stick. But you don't really see those triangle pieces. So that's the good thing. So yeah, so it stands up and it pops forward, but you don't really see those triangles, and you don't see that return piece, so it's kind of hidden, but it's just kind of popped forward enough that you've got that, you know, whatever it's called. So then we want to go ahead and decorate. So for the inside, I'm going to have to do some more heat embossing because I wanted some more of these donuts and things. I've got a happy birthday, which I was thinking of having probably on this side here. I think maybe here. And then just having a whole load of like cakes and donuts, almost like they're sitting on a shelf kind of thing. That was the idea I was thinking of. So I think I'm going to stick my happy birthday down first. Yeah, well, Yvette, I would do that, Yvette, but the problem is that I'm on a live stream, so I think people would be a bit upset if I just got off and went for got myself a drink and a biscuit and whatever while it dried. But yeah, in normal world, I would do that. Right, so I've got a bit there. I'm going to put that here. You could also put it in the top corner if you wanted to. I'm going to put mine on here like that because I quite like it coming off the edge. Happy birthday there. And then we are going to cut out some bits and bobs. I think we'll have a... Where's my scissors gone? Oh, they're here. I think we'll have a massive grape donut. You do get a lot of donut cake pieces to cut out, which is always good. I feel like we could do with a pie with a cherry on the top, and I might do this little stack of 2 donuts as well. So let's do one of these. And they're nice and easy to cut round as well, which is always good. You know me, I'm not particularly keen on fussy cutting. And probably that one there, that little cake as well, I think. Let's have that cake. That chocolate cake. As well. Oh, bye, Anne. Don't worry. You like the large cupcake for the front of the card? Yeah. Oh, for the card. You like the large cupcake for the card? I thought you said for the front of the card. I was like, it's too late now. It's too late now. And then this is why I kept a kind of a plain pattern on the inside, because I didn't want it to be too woo in your face, too much going on. I'm going to go with these 2 as well. And I think I'm going to need to heat emboss all of these. I think that might be... Yeah, I think heat embossing them will just make them pop that little bit more. Should we have an ice bun? Could do an ice bun. I quite like the half-eaten ones as well. Let's go with these for the moment, and we'll come back and see if we need any more. I think we will, but let's do some cutting out. Some cutting out. There we go. Does anybody like donuts? I'm not a big fan of donuts. I think my favourite, or my only donut that I would eat is a jam. Just a jam donut. Other than that, I'm not bothered about donuts. I could happily leave them. Not fussed on the donut thing. I think because I've had years of like doing Weight Watchers and Slimming World and whatever. And so now I'm so, I kind of know how many points things are, so I'd rather not have big heavy things. The partially eaten donut fun, yes. No, I just thought it was quite like somebody's couldn't wait. Somebody's just had a bit of a munch. The squirrels have been in. Oh, got a bit too close there. My fussy cutting wasn't that good for that bit. Let's cut round here. There's another one. As I said, they're nice and easy to cut round. And because they're kind of cartoony, they've got that black outer edge, which kind of helps. So if you wanted to cut them right up to the edge, you could. Nice and easy. And And then we might have to do a little batch of heat embossing for these. Greg's triple chocolate donut is your favourite. Okay. Nice. So is it a chocolate, if it's triple chocolate, has it got triple chocolate on it? It's just like a normal donut with triple chocolate on it, or is the donut itself actually chocolate as well? You don't like donuts either. Too sweet, yeah. Louise, you can't eat donuts. You feel awful for hours afterwards due to the sugar. The most I can do is a donut hole. Yeah, see, this is my problem with it. Not so much the sugar. For me, it's just it's the deep fried, you know, it's just that fatty, deep friedy kind of, ugh, it's just too much. It's too much. I have seen cronuts. They look a bit better, and I think I've had a cronut. Did I have a? Yes, I have had a cronut, and I think I preferred them. If you live in Colorado or you're near to Colorado, then I think in Denver, I think it's Denver, there is a donut shop called Dad's Donuts, and they sell cronuts, and apparently they're really good. So if you're in Denver and you're able to look up Dad's Donuts, please do. They spelt donuts D-O-N-U-T-S rather than the way you're supposed to spell it. But yeah, they're supposed to be really nice, and they do loads of different flavours. I have to say, I think I would probably be up for a donut, because they're kind of a little bit, not lighter, but they're not as, because they're all like layers. It's almost like a croissant type, you know, that kind of layered, and that I can cope with those, with that kind of thing. So yeah, if you're in Denver, go check out Dad's Donuts. They are quite often sold out, so you have to kind of get in there early, because they're only a small business at the moment. You've only got the one shop, and so they're kind of limited as to what they can sell, like, you know, the amount that they can sell. But I understand they are very nice. I would love to try them. Right, now with this one, I should probably use this again, shouldn't I, to cut the middle out? Yeah, let's use that to cut the middle out. The others don't need the middles cutting out, which is good. Let's grab my die cutting machine. Ouch, my elbow hurts. There we go. Right, what we got? Best not to have them, no. You just like plain cinnamon donuts. Ooh, now, on the odd occasion, yeah, plain cinnamon donuts sounds a bit more up my street. I possibly could be tempted to have a plain cinnamon, as long as it didn't have icing on it. Like if it was a cinnamon, maybe the smaller as well, like, you know, mini donuts, they're quite good, because at least it's not so much to eat. So I could do maybe like a mini cinnamon donut that maybe has cinnamon sugar on the outside, or that sounds good. I could potentially do that. Or he's kind of cinnamon bun-esque, maybe. Something on those lines. I could do something like that. That would also be a possible. I could go for that. Right, do we want to thingy bob these, heat emboss them? Do we think that's something that we kind of need to do? Or not? What do we think? What do we think? Heat emboss or not? Chocolate icing with a mousse type cream inside. That sounds. It's just the chocolate icing that puts me off. If it was dipped in actual melted chocolate, then maybe I'll be there. As long as it was Cadbury's. But yeah, the Polish ones are amazing. Yeah, see, I think I could probably do with something like that. It sounds. Different countries do things sort of better, don't they, sometimes? In fact, you were back in Denver in 2000. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, they're quite a new one. You've got a donut attachment on your waffle maker. I have too. Nicole, and I haven't used it yet. Yes, I have too. And again, I do like churros. But again, because they're not that, they're a bit more, you know, It's cat on ice bun. They're a bit more kind of, they're not as dense. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not as, they're a bit, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean. Right. Do we glaze? Do we not? Do we heat emboss these or do we not? I feel like the icing needs to be done, but if I use glossy accents, I've got to wait for that to dry. So, because I kind of feel like just like the icing bit would be good with a bit of glaze on it. So do we, what do we think? Let's have a, what else could we do? I think we can do the half-eaten one. I do like the half-eaten one. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? It's a bit cheeky. It's a bit of a cheeky donut. See, I'd quite like to glossy accents these, but again, as I said, they're not going to be dry in time. Could do it like a quick drying glossy accent. I also don't know if I've got enough glossy accents. I've got a glaze, a craft, I think they were Crafter Companion or something like that glaze, but again, oh mind you, I think that dries a bit quicker, so maybe I could use that. It is quite liquidy, that's the thing, so to get it to stay in the right places could be interesting, but that might be an option. You can put some behind the others, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do, stack them up a little bit, innit? Stack them up a little bit. That one, I'm going to cut this one out anyway, even though I could maybe use it at the back. Yeah, I might try that glaze that I've got, because I think it dries a bit quicker than, it's just trying, as I said, it's just trying to control it so it doesn't end up going everywhere. Is it this one, Cosmic Shimmer? Is it dried? Oh, this is kind of dried. Clear Varnish Lacquer. I don't think it was this, although this does look very... This is, looks like it's kind of dried. I think I remember trying to use this. I'm sure I had another one though. Sure I had another one. I think I remember trying to use this and it's completely blocked up. Let's have a look inside. Oh, that's blocked up. Ooh. Right, anybody know Cosmic Shimmer that's looking a bit blocked up? Can we do anything with it? Anybody any ideas? Let me know. That's definitely blocked. Let's just whack a. There we go. There's a blob. And then I don't think this was the one I was thinking of, but it could potentially. The top looks a little bit. I don't know. Let's try a bit of scrap and see what we think. Right, let's squeeze this out. Oh, it does come out. Oh, it does come out, but it's very, yeah. I had one that was really liquid, and I don't think it was this one. I'm sure it was a different brand. And it was really fluidy, and you had to be really careful, because if you moved it even slightly, it would just, woo, go everywhere. But I don't know where that is. Trying to avoid the camera, not get my head in the way. What's this one? That's Glossy Accents that looks like it's dried, which is always helpful. When we go down the Glossy Accents route, it's just trying to squeeze it out. It's just such a pain. Oh, it's so annoying. I don't know what to do for the best. Help! Help! People help! My tired brain is... I just feel like it would look really nice if they just had a bit of, you know, something shiny just where the icing was. I don't know. I think I'll just stick them in. I'll just stick them in. Right, we've got a... You know when your brain's not really, it's not really helping you. That's sort of where I'm at today. My brain's not really helping me. The problem crafting with food items makes you want to eat them. Yeah, this is very true. I'm kind of hungry anyway as well. Do we want to? See, I'm just thinking if we heat emboss, it makes the whole thing shiny. I kind of just wanted to just do a glaze just on the icing. We'll just do it. We'll just stick it down. It's fine. We'll just stick it down. We will just stick it down and be done. That one. I'm gonna cynical glue this one. Gonna cynical glue. Where is it? There it is. And I know it's gonna. Oh, this camera keeps doing its little refocusy thing. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so annoying. Right, let's do a little bit here. There we go. Don't want to do it too high, because obviously the whole thing needs to close. But I kind of want it a little bit so we can get a bit of a, you know, layered look. There we go. So it pops a bit more from the shelf. It's going to go there. We've got this one. I need sort of one other, don't I, really? Maybe a... These? No, they're not big enough. They need to be a bit bigger. It took a bit to find, but Happy Glitter's Nest uses clear holographic star paper to put at the top of her cutouts. Oh. Clear holographic star... Oh, I'll have to look that up. That sounds interesting. That sounds very interesting. I feel like that should be there, and there should be one more thing there. Oh, maybe a... Okay, let's go with a little... Let's put the top back on our glue. Maybe a little stack that's the same as... Not a stack, a little cherry cake. It's the same as the other side. Just to fit in there, I think. And then have this one. I think that could work. My tummy is actually rumbling right now. So, yeah. Oh, it's this difficult one again with the little swirl of icing. Going to come in from the other side this time. I'll have to pull that little bit out in a minute. Come on, you. Little bit of card. There we go. Right, I'm going to put that one in there, and then that over the top. Yeah, that's fine. That looks good to me. Okay. So DRK have actually got this now in their on their site. I sent it to them yesterday. They were really quick at putting it up, which is great. Okay, so that's that, and then I'm going to put a few little ones at the back, just kind of flying around. At the back, I think. And I'm going to stick them straight down. I'm not going to use silicone glue for that. Let's go with a bit of this, and then we still need to finish up the front as well. Oh, my tummy is rumbling now. go. You could have some behind, but because I want it to be like a shelf, so I don't really want to have kind of just, I don't really know what I'm doing. Nothing unusual there. Might do a couple behind there. I think that could be a good idea. So I'm going to put this one on first. That's going to go on there. Whatever you put on, just make sure when you close it, it's not going to get in the way of your card. Now, because of the way this closes, you haven't really got to worry too much, but just have it on the radar just in case you start getting enthusiastic and, you know, putting it in the wrong place or whatever. There we go, stick that behind. I think I'll go with that. Oh, and then I have this here, don't I? So maybe I'll put a little... That's the same as that, so maybe we'll put this one over here then. What else have we got that we could put that we haven't used yet? Because you could actually have them, if you wanted to do a little pop-up piece, so it does fold flat, but they kind of stand up, you could actually kind of layer them, which would be quite cool. But I'm not going to do that now because I know you guys have things to do with your lives and you don't want to be sitting watching me waffling on all day. I might do that little stack maybe. Thank you. St. Louis, Missouri has a delicious pastry called the kolache. Nice. I do like a croissant, I have to say, a good croissant. And I think my favourite are macarons. Macaroons? Not the coconut one. Macarons, I think they're called. Made with almond. They are beautiful. I could eat a whole load of those. Yeah, we'll stick them on there. We will stick those on there. Just need to flatten that a little bit. So let's put a little bit of glue on the back of this donut. There we go. Stick him into place. Just make sure when you put your glue on, you don't end up gluing. You only glue where it's going to stick rather than, you know. And obviously if you're doing like I did with the other card, I had butterflies, you can have it kind of dipping down and off on this section here. But because I'm doing donuts, I thought I'd just keep them on the shelf like that. Okay. And then that folds up nicely, and then we can deal with our front. Right. Oh! Let's deal with the front. Can be filled. This is looking great. Not seen this style before. No, I have to say, Maria's Crafting Corner was the first person I saw who did it. But as I said, she had said that she had seen it on Cards by Renata. But I went over to Cards by Renata and I couldn't see this card. So unless she did it in a live stream or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, I couldn't see it on her channel. So I don't know. Maybe it was a Pinterest. It might have been on a blog. I'm not sure. Might be in a Pinterest card. But yeah, but the tutorial that I went by was definitely Maria's Crafting Corner. Right, this one I think I'm actually going to put on pads. Just because then it's stuck. When it's stuck, it's stuck. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want this one. There we go. So it's starting to curl a little bit. But anywho, and then I can use silicone glue for the little stack, which then means I've got a bit of space. There we go. It can be filled with sweet or savoury and other things. Yeah, exactly, and that's why I thought I'd do the butterfly one as well, using the Dragonfly Dreams papers, and then you can see that you literally could use it, you know, you could do anything with this card, You could just have it as a, you don't even need to put anything on that shelf if you wanted to, just have some nice pattern papers and, you know. Right, Happy Cake Day goes there, like that. And then my little stack is there. Okay. My little stack are going to be at the bottom here. There we go. So there you have it. There is, the sun's coming out. There is your finished card. So you've got Happy Cake Day on the front, and then you open it up and you've got a little pop-up shelf with all your donuts on, and then on the back you've got space to write. I like the fact that obviously you've just got, it doesn't pop out so much that it's a problem. I mean, obviously you can change these measurements and then maybe it will pop more, but yeah. So that's the other one, the butterfly one. So the A2 one looked like this. This is my little sample I did because I did her measurements first in order to work out a 5x7. So this is the, so as you can see, hers also doesn't pop out that much. Like you've got a bit, it pops out a bit, but there's not loads of gap. So you can alter those measurements if you want, and then, you know, make it pop a little bit more. But I just had a bit of a play really. And as I said, for an A5, I would probably just keep this the same. Do this the same size. It just means that you will have more space top and bottom, and slightly more space on the right. Only slightly, maybe like 1/4 of an inch, well, a few 1/8 of an inch. But yeah, so there you go. I will try and get all the measurements in the description below, but as I said, this morning was not happening, so yeah. Ah, you want pancakes and cinnamon donuts, do you? I think I'm going to go and eat some pancakes now. Actually, it's what I think I'm going to do. But yeah. So there we go, people. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a bit mad today. It's just the kind of day I've had so far. So there you go. As I said, this donut time is now available digital kit on DRK Crafts, and also on Ko-fi as well. So don't forget to check out Ko-fi and DRK Crafts. The links for that is in the description below. And then don't forget to go and check, if you want the paper pad, then go to Amazon, and the A4 and the 8x8, 8.5 by 8.5 are on Amazon. And again, I have linked those in the description below. So those are all in there. And breathe. Right, I'm going to disappear and go and lie down in a darkened room. I'm not. I wish I could, but I'm not. But yeah. And I will see you all next week. So yeah. See you next week, everyone. Bye.